free to follow on there. That would be helpful. YouTube and Twitch. So just trying to juggle multiple things here. For whatever. Oh, there we go. Now it worked. Okay. So I got two different drinks to try today. We've got this Shine Water, and then we've got this Starbucks Iced Energy. They've been sitting a while, so they're kind of very condensated on the cans. I think I'll start with this Shine Water stuff. Well, it's a bigger can, so it'll probably hold its cool longer. Let's go with Starbucks. The way that this works, I do my little presentation. I go over the ingredients and just all the information, and then I try it out. That's pretty much it. And then once I'm done with the whole thing, I'll look at the chat comments and see if anyone says anything. Usually no one says anything, so whatever. But yeah, let's get started. Take a look at this Starbucks Iced Energy Blueberry Lemonade. I like the color combination. It looks cool. So it's going to have caffeine in here. 160 milligrams. It's a 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliter can. Nutrition facts, 0% fruit juice, 5 calories, 35 milligrams of sodium. Let's see. Niacin, 60 milligrams, well, B6, and pantothenic acid of various amounts. And then we've got ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavors, green coffee bean extract, malic acid, fruit and vegetable juice, concentrate for color. Then we've got sodium benzoate preservative, potassium sorbate preservative, sucralose, which is a sugar alternative, low-calorie sweetener, PANX, ginseng extract, acephane potassium, this is another low-calorie sweetener, vitamins that I mentioned earlier. Yeah. And it looks like 160 milligrams caffeine. It's made in Purchase, New York. I don't think there's anything else I need to mention here. I'm going to basically rehash all that up close for editing reasons later. Anyways, blueberry lemonade. And then we've got the 160 milligrams caffeine, 12 fluid ounce, 355 milliliters. Contains 0% juice, 5 calories, 35 milligrams of sodium. And then we've got those 3 different vitamins: niacin, B6, and pantothenic acid, all 100% of your daily value. Then they actually show the amounts, which is nice. We got the ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavors, green coffee bean extract, malic acid, fruit and vegetable juice for color. It's always nice to see natural color used with drinks. Sodium benzoate and potassium sorbate for preservatives. And we've also got the sucralose and acephane potassium, low-calorie sweetener, sugar alternatives. Do your research on those and understand what you're drinking. I talk about this every time. I do drink it, obviously, with the reviews and other drinks that I drink for myself. But yeah, there is mixed research on all these sugar alternatives. So, I mean, even if you look up sugar itself, you probably find some mixed research of if it's good or bad for you or in between. Anyways, then we got some of the vitamins. There's the ginseng extract. Yeah. And then caffeine content, 160 milligrams for the can. It's made in Purchase, New York. There's that. We've got some marketing material. juicy flavors of blueberry and the taste of lemonade, but it doesn't have any actual juice. My expectations for Starbucks, I think, are too high. I expect them to be like higher end. Maybe it's the pricing or what, I don't know. But before I open this, it's a mass-produced canned drink. It does have the preservatives in here. I don't know how I feel about that. It also has like the classic sweeteners that are a bit older. And I would think maybe they would go in the direction of stevia and monk fruit, which tend to be the newer options. But nope, they have the sucralose and the acetylene potassium stuff. So, whatever. If you're okay with those sweeteners, then this should be good for you. Let's pop this open. Try it out. I do that so my mic doesn't pick up large sounds. Anyways. It's got a nice, rich red color to it. So again, it has fruit in it, fruit and vegetable concentrate for color, which is carrot and blueberry. Very nice. You can see the carbonation. Looks good. I can already smell it. Yeah. Using a decent camera is always nice to get a good view of stuff like this. There we go. Do a smell test. It smells like blueberry. Or at least, manufactured smell of blueberry. What I assume blueberry would smell like. Anyways, let's try this out. Again, this is the Starbucks Iced Energy Blueberry Lemonade. The carbonation isn't like super noticeable, even though I can see it in there. It is fruity. There's a little bit of tang to it. I would assume that's from the citric acid. That bit of citrusy, soury note. Also has malic acid. Same thing. Malic acid to me is more of like an apple flavor. So those are pretty good in it. Does definitely have a blueberry. It reminds me of blueberry pancakes. Yeah. It's got that. Obviously, there's no actual fruit in here. So the flavoring to me is like a candied blueberry, if that makes any sense. It doesn't taste bad. It's just specifically the blueberry flavor that they are using to me, like I said, reminds me of blueberry pancakes for some reason. Which isn't bad. It's a blueberry that just you would expect in candies and stuff like that. I know that doesn't make sense with the pancake reference, but flavors and tastes of things are a tough one to describe at least for me. What my cousin sent me a flavor descriptor list because she's in that industry, and I've attempted to use it in the past, but I haven't done too well at that so far. Yeah, I don't really notice the lemonade aspect 'cause it's supposed to be blueberry lemonade. I guess just the citrusy, soury notes coming through as well, which aren't really strong comparatively to the candied blueberry type flavor. They're there, but that to me the natural or artificial is there any artificial flavor here? It says flavored with other natural flavors. I mean, I really wish the government would force companies to be more descriptive about quote unquote natural flavors. This doesn't really mean anything to me. And yeah, it's tough to describe it. Okay, like it has natural flavors, but what does that mean? Right? It would be nice. Yeah. So for the sweeteners, there is a tiny bit of the artificial sweetener aftertaste. The problem is I'm so used to drinking drinks with the sugar alternatives, those low calorie sweeteners it's a, I'm so used to it. So if you're coming into those type of drinks from just regular sugar, you're probably going to notice it a lot more than I would with the sucralose and the aspartame potassium stuff. Or maybe they've gotten so good that people won't notice. I don't know. But they do still have a little bit of an aftertaste. And again, my frame of reference is skewed at this point. So maybe I'm not making it as much of a deal as it would be to someone that's very used to just standard sugar or high fructose corn syrup drinks. But yeah, I personally prefer the stevia and the monk fruit and stuff that are more recent alternatives comparatively to these that this one's using. And like I said, to me, I expect Starbucks to be higher end, and the ingredients in here to me are not. It has two different preservatives in here, the potassium sorbate and the sodium benzoate. I'm not saying that they're bad or anything. I don't really know the details of those. I'm just saying that I kind of expect a Starbucks drink to be higher end with its ingredients and such because generally they tend to be more expensive, right? So I don't think that's the case with this. I kind of want more from Starbucks, but I'm being harsh on them. So yeah, I think it tastes fine. I I like the blueberry flavor that they're using, but obviously that's personal preference. I don't really notice too much of the lemonade aspect. It's not as sour and citrusy as I would consider a lemonade. 160 milligrams of caffeine. That's probably going to be around 2 cups of coffee, right? So around 80 per cup of coffee, give or take, depending on the blend and such. So if you want more coffee, like concentrated in a 12-ounce drink, this could be an alternative. And maybe if you don't like the taste of coffee, this could be an alternative to you, for you. Uh, yeah, but obviously, if you're sensitive to caffeine, 160 milligrams is quite a bit. So, up to you. Anyways, I think it's fine. I just would expect a little bit more, specifically from Starbucks. I would like to see actual fruit in here, fruit juice, but that's not the case. Anyways, again, that was the blueberry lemonade Starbucks iced energy. All right. Any questions, comments? No. I know I have Twitch in emote mode. You can do an emote and I'll see it. Nope. Okay. Next. Take a look at this Shine Water Strawberry Lemon. Very cool can. Some fruit on there. They're circular for some reason. This is 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. We've got non-carbonated, 10 calories for the can, 20 milligrams of sodium, and we've got some vitamins in here, minerals. Vitamin D, iron, but it's 0. I don't know why they would list iron if it's 0. Vitamin E, magnesium, calcium, potassium, B12, and zinc. And then we've got, for the ingredients, filtered water, citric acid, potassium citrate, magnesium citrate, natural flavors, vegetable juice for color, calcium citrate, stevia leaf extract, sodium citrate, zinc, and then the rest of the vitamins. Though there's one Quercetin. I'm not sure what that is. It could be one of the vitamins, like a different name for it, but I'm not sure. It says serve cold, refrigerate after opening. It says settling ingredients is natural. Okay. I've got some paper on there. Whoops. Anyways, we got some marketing stuff on the side here. We can show it up close in a second. Yeah. They claim to be tart and tangy. We'll see about that. Okay, zoom in. Tart and tangy Shine Water. Strawberry lemonade. Or strawberry lemon. I'm a sick. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. For the nutrition facts, 10 calories, 20 milligrams of sodium. And then our different vitamins and minerals here. Vitamin D, E, magnesium, calcium, potassium, B12, and zinc. Then for the ingredients, filtered water, citric acid, potassium citrate, magnesium citrate, natural flavors, vegetable juice for color. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it steady. Stevia leaf extract. And then the one that I'm not sure of is that Q1. Quercetin. Yeah, whatever that is. Anyways, the ingredients look pretty decent. So it's good. It's always nice to see natural coloring. There we go. All right, let's pop this open. All right. Oh, wow. I was not expecting that rich of a color to it. There we go. That's intense. Very strong pink color to it, but it is naturally colored. Let's see. Yeah, vegetable juice for color. I don't know what vegetable looks like that. Maybe a watermelon? But watermelons are fruit. Yeah, interesting. Sorry, I should probably mute my microphone. Nothing I can do about it. Probably hear dogs in the background. Looks good. Do a smell test, maybe. Smell some sort of citrusy lemon. Yeah. Smells nice. Hmm. Anyways, this again is the Shine Water Strawberry Lemon Nutrient Enhanced Water. Let's try it out. I'm impressed by the vibrancy of this color if it comes from vegetables. Okay. They say tart and tangy. It fits. Mm. It's almost like drinking a Sour Patch Kids drink, the gummy candy. Whoa. Dang. I'm surprised. What the heck? That's intense. All right. Yeah. It's quite the mix of that tart and tangy thing. Definitely seems to work well with that. So it does have citric acid in here. That's probably, it goes filtered water, citric acid. So you're getting a lot of that. It's pretty intense tasting. That's surprising. And it uses stevia leaf extract for sweetness. That's one of the low calorie sweeteners, sugar alternatives. Stevia is one of the more recent ones, the quote unquote healthier, more natural ones. So do your research on that and understand what you're drinking. But besides that, I'm impressed with the flavor. I was not expecting what this. I mean, it's toned down. I think my mouth is starting to get used to the sourness, tartness to it. Hmm. I think this would be good in a cup, in a glass with ice, so you can kind of adjust the amount of sourness and everything to it. Add as much ice as you want, kind of get it the right mix of whatever flavor profile, like intensity that you want. Yeah. I think this would also be, I mean, obviously you can drink it as is, but as a base for adding to tea or something, I could see this being really nice. I think it tastes good. The fruit flavors, which it doesn't say it has any actual fruit in here, they taste pretty realistic. It just says filtered water, citric acid, potassium citrate. They don't even mention flavoring. Just says strawberry lemon, but it doesn't even say where the flavors come from. Yeah. Hmm. Zoom in on their marketing stuff. I don't think I showed that. So here's their marketing material on the side. Pure bold flavor. Interesting. No sugar, no caffeine, no bubbles, just pure bold flavor. Yeah. If you don't like carbonated drinks, you want something with a little bit of a tangy kick to it, I think this is it. And it also has the vitamins and minerals of various amounts. Uh, Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. Obviously, it's going to be something you need to try out and see if you're okay with the intensity. And I mean, maybe I'm overhyping it. So it really depends. This is going to be one of those things that will depend on you and what you like and what you prefer and how much sourness, tanginess you like. Maybe it's not enough for you, but for me, it's definitely noticeable. And I could see myself getting this again, either drinking it as is, or for me, I would probably add this to a unsweetened tea. I think that would be really nice. So you get that fruitiness, you get the tanginess, add some tea to it, or other drink. I might even add carbonated water because I like carbonated drinks. But yeah, so if you're okay with stevia as a sweetener and you want something kind of tangy and a little intense, maybe this could be it. I think it's pretty cool. It's different, something unique in the canned drink world, I guess. I like it. So that was the Shine Water Strawberry Lemon. It's pretty interesting. All right. Anyways, if you're on Amazon, feel free to follow the page on there. That would be helpful because I'm trying to grow that one. Also on YouTube as well. But that's it for me for today. With this stuff, I do the drink reviews, but I also do technology reviews and camera stuff. So I'll be doing a stream on this thing coming up. This company sent me this little camera. It's a digital camera, but it's meant to be, kind of in the idea of a disposable camera. If you're old enough to, I mean, disposable cameras still exist, but if you're old enough to have nostalgia for disposables, it's kind of where it's supposed to go. I got water on it from my hands. Whoops. Anyways, yeah, I'll probably be doing that relatively soon and other stuff, but I'm going to sign out. See ya. Also, sign out of the YouTube channel. Let's see. So 10 views on Amazon today. Then I got 4 on YouTube. Better than nothing.